Good Sunday morning from rainy Georgia. I'm meteorologist Amy Metz giving you the around the world forecast. It is windy today where I was forecasting for WAND TV in central Illinois behind the second cold front of fall for the U.S. It's going to get longer and then help push Ian out away from Florida eventually. But first, there is a state of emergency declared there by the governor right now because of this tropical storm and the fact that it will intensify before it reaches Florida all the way toward the east. There's tons more going on. So let's head a little bit east of Ian right now, where Invest 99L is. This storm is going to become a low pressure, a batch of thunderstorms that won't do much. Circling around in Bermuda is about it. Then we have Africa here and Ermine over here. So as we go through the next couple of days with this storm, it's mostly going to go north where Gaston is on its way toward the north, but not quite as far to the east as Gaston. So what we have here is Portugal and then some of Portugal's islands that are going to be affected by the thunderstorms and some of the stronger winds and waves associated with Gaston. But the strongest of all of these is definitely over in the Philippines today. Super typhoon Carding, also known as Noru, is making its way across the Philippines. So watch as this restarts, and you'll notice a very well-defined eye wall forming over here before it makes its landfall. So this right here is where we have a super typhoon, or what's known as a major hurricane in the United States, approaching north of Manila, which is the capital of the Philippines here. So as this continues across land in this area, it's going to become very dangerous. 30-foot waves with this storm, 240 km per hour sustained wind. So there will be stronger gusts before this storm decreases. As it interacts with all of this land and mountains, it will disrupt that flow, not become as strong, but later on we'll head out toward Vietnam. So we're still watching the storm for there. And go ahead and I'll share more on how space weather is going to affect these storms as well, and why we had so much lightning increase in this week's edition of my space weather show that I'm sharing because I'm getting my master's in space weather now to help better our hurricane models.